Hi, my name's Adam Patali, president of Adams Polishes. Our business is to formulate the highest quality, easiest to use car care products available. This instructional DVD was put together to help our customers achieve an incredible detail with amazing results, easily.
It's hard to believe that 17 years ago, I was living in my warehouse in Redondo Beach, California. And on weekends, I went out to the Orange County swap meet and set up this little tent. And I had a paint throw, like a paint cloth from Home Depot, and over a folding table. And I set up Dur Shiny stuff. And Dave Herbert, showed me how to do demonstrations, lighting the hood of my truck on fire every weekend. And he was just so into these few chemicals. And then I started getting into the ways to use the different applicators, and then we started using diapers before microfiber cloths. And we started showing people how to apply and remove products, how to properly wash and then dry your car, and using the right lubricant for the clay bar, using the right dressing for the plastic trim. This was every weekend. And during the week, we would go and detail for Coca-Cola. Well, we started mixing other products together really because we wanted to do Coke trucks faster. So we had to do these trucks, we had to get them all done. We had 2 years to get through the entire process. So the whole Dur line was really the beginning of that. Now, when we started getting into detailing, and especially detailing fleets of trucks, a few of the things that the Dur stuff did not have was something that was a really heavy tire shine. So the very first product we developed was our tire dressing. Now, this is very high-end labeling. Here you see we cut out a piece of paper and box taped it to a bottle, but we actually added a ton of silicone to a dressing that we had, and it turned it brown and made it smell awful. It's so crazy, but all the chemicals that we initially sort of developed, in other words, mixed other people's stuff together, turned awful colors and they smelled miserable. So one of the things we wanted to make sure and do when we started making chemicals is make everything a beautiful color and smell great. So the very first bottle that we ever did was a tire dressing followed by Scratch Out. Scratch Out was like a foam pad, one step, so we were able to cut all of the oxidation off the trucks, off the Coke trucks, and they would cut it and shine all in one step. So we started selling this, and this is when we went upscale. Avery labels, cut out, and these were then printed on an inkjet printer and then cut out and put onto bottles. So we went upscale there. Another couple of interesting things that happened. One day, while my buddy Mike Wilson and his daughter Ashley Wilson were out at the swap meet, this company came and set up right outside, right across the hallway from our booth at the Orange County swap meet. This is one of the weekends that I was either out doing a car show somewhere else or something else. It was 2004. They're watching us the whole time. They're going, what in the world? Because our booth was just mobbed and it was crushing it that day. Well, the day after that, on Monday, I go back to my office and I have an order for $5,800. Someone had bought 18 of our most expensive detail kits. It was Clorox. Clorox Corporation at that point had owned Armor All, and they were looking to acquire a brand to go after some of the bigs like Meguiar's and Mother's and all the other big brands. Well, they had been across. It was them who had set up across from us at the swap meet. It was them who saw the energy at our booth and said, who is this little company and how do we buy them? So they got involved with us. We then did a full-on infomercial. They hired James Brown, JB.
It's my pleasure to introduce the founder of Adams Premium Car Care Products, the incredibly likable Adam Patali. And Adam, it is good to see you.
Thanks, JB. Thanks for the introduction.
Now, honestly, when I first met you, I thought you were going to be an older guy, maybe a little wrinkly, but you're young and handsome. How long have you been at this?
Got about 25 years of detailing under my belt now.
Through that infomercial and through all of that energy that we spent with them, all that television time, it totally boosted the crud out of our business. We didn't pay for that. We got paid for that, but we were able to actually grow our business like crazy just because they wanted us. They wanted to take a look at our business. It was absolutely crazy. I love to be in the business of making things shine. is really a cool thing. And it's such an awesome passion that I've had my entire life. And if I had to do something else for a living, I think I'd be pretty screwed because I don't know anything else. Certainly not going to go into sports. But bottom line, I've been fortunate. I've been led into directions by people that have been so gracious with their time and their support. Dave, all the different people, even Mike Wilson. Mike Wilson's one of my original employees that helped me get just so much passion behind our business, selling at the Orange County Swap Meet. Without that guy, I wouldn't be here today. You know, without Ron Vogt and Coca-Cola, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him. These people that just kicked open their entire world for me made me feel, I'm so humbled and so grateful to these people that have helped us in our business. And now here we are. We've got a pretty good sized company. We've got 25 fantastic employees. We still have a very small company feel. We've retained almost all of our customers over the years. We have these awesome stories, people calling us up laughing, sending their old bottles of product back in saying, hey, can you give me a refill? It's crazy. I'm blessed, I'm humbled, and I'll tell you what, it's been an amazing ride, and I just can't wait to see what comes next.